Hello, everyone. This is Money Map. Today we want to look at what's going on the on the floor of the Nigerian Stock Exchange. We have a trend that has persisted for like 4 days, and we consider it as a signal for profit taking. You may call it harvest if you like. So if you look at what we call the All Share Index, you can see the charts from last Friday, 29th of January till yesterday, Wednesday, 3rd of February. You will see a consistent decline in the All Share Index. As we always say, the All Share Index is like an average price, a single price that represents all the entire market, right? And you will notice that this all share index fell from 42,412 since last Friday to 42,000 yesterday, and so that amounts to about 1% fall in price. Now we have learned from historical transactions that anytime you see the market falling consistently like that on consecutive days for like 2 or 3 days, most likely people are taking profit, generally speaking, and that presents an opportunity for one to re-enter and make decent money. If the market falls consistently like that, if you're able to re-enter when it reaches the bottom, you can almost cash out some 10 to 20% in the next cycle. So it's like a planting season. You harvest, and once you harvest, you clear the ground and you plant another one. So it's always a good time to re-enter. But it's not that you also need to scan the environment to be very sure that okay, if the market is falling, or there are no negative factors responsible for it. So if there are such factors, the market may remain down for a very long time. But if everything is okay, then it means it was just harvest. Investors harvested, and you just have to clear the ground and go in again. So I want you to notice something, that the market fell by only 1%. Like I said, the All Share Index is a price that represents the entire market. Now let's drill down a bit more to see when this market fell by 1% over 4 days, 4 trading days, what happened to the investors, or which stocks are the top losers. And so these are the top losers. Mutual Benefit 27%, Japan 26. Please look at this list very well. You will observe the number of insurance companies there. Regal Insurance, Lake Insure, Afri Insure, Aiko, Wapik, Sovereign Insurance. There are so many. Why? Because these were the same stocks. Insurance stocks really appreciated in January. And when you ask, okay, so what's driving this thing? The usual answer we got was, they are supposed to capital the deadline for their capitalization. They are supposed to increase their capital, and the deadline is near, so the price is appreciated. And for some of us, we wonder that, so how does that really translate to appreciation in price? If you're in price, if you are to increase your capital, I mean, that doesn't translate to profit for you almost immediately. You still need to do the hard work, maybe over the next 1 2 years, for before that increase in capital can really change to increase in profit. Which so what that and those are things we call fundamentals. Fundamentals is anything that you do that increase your profit, increase your cash flow. Those are fundamentals. So that story didn't really add up for some of us, but we saw the market, appreciating anyway. So most insurance company people did 26% profit. Now that is the exact profit that has reversed now. Remember what I said about when it's harvest time, price will fall, because as you said, price falls. Now let's also take it a step further. Let's take the mutual benefit that lost 27%. So what we are looking for, so let's see mutual benefit. This is a price chart. So you have the month. So this is a 1 year chart from February last year till date. So what would you notice? There's always a range which people trade the stock. It's okay. So actually, this particular episode of YouTube episode is a part that we will normally discuss in our IMAP, because we are going to quite deep here. But look at something. You will see that the prices. So these are the price movements. Trades around the range, the top and the bottom trades around the range, and by look at it from June to October, you see it reaches a level, it comes back down. It reaches a level, it comes back down. But from October, it went up and moved to another range. Now, there's something in trading. Whenever a range changes, it means fundamentals have changed. And what is the fundamental? What was the fundamental that changed here? That was because in October, around towards the end of September, the government lifted all the restrictions, COVID-19 restrictions, the airports opened, and so the market investor felt, okay, stocks will also do better. And so almost all stocks really increased and their range changed around October because we felt the economy has been opened up. Now, but come to January, okay, don't worry about that. Now, if you now come to January and you see this huge jump, boom, out of the range, far, you can imagine, see the range that was maintained there. When the fundamentals change in October, the range changed again. Now, this moved out, up, because some people said they are to recapitalize. Now, as the price is falling, the challenge, so normally the way you are supposed to make profit for this is that it falls back to the bottom of a range and you expect it to go back up to the top of that range. But this decline in price is still out of the range. So our own thought is that this may still fall further until it gets to the new range. So with this, the insurance stock may still fall further until it gets to a new range because that price movement was out of the range and it was not backed, in our own opinion, by strong fundamental. It wasn't backed by strong fundamental. So what may happen is that you may not see these prices going up to where it was, to the 55. So this mutual benefit, it got to 55 kobo here. You may not see it going back to 55 kobo anytime soon. Why? Because it was out of the trading range, and because it was out of the trading range because it wasn't backed by fundamental. So people, I think that was a hype. Some people bought into the hype. So if you buy into a hype, anytime you see price moving like that and it's not backed by your own understanding, by fundamental, the best thing to do is to get out before others got out. And because if you don't do that, you will become what we call a bag holder in investment. So a bag holder is somebody who holds on to an asset until it falls in price and even almost become worthless, and the person is not able to sell. So you are saying, hold the bag for me, and everybody will move and leave that person there. So we need to know, whenever we should not just fall into hype. Oh, it's going up. Oh, it's going down. That is not the real, it should be our interest as investor. But the question is that why is it going up? Why is it going down? Is it something that can be replicated? Is it a one-off thing or is it a permanent thing? You will see this same pattern if you open all of them. You will see this same pattern repeating. This Regal Insurance, the same thing. There was a range from April to around December, and January, boom, went up and it's falling back. It's going to fall back to that range because this cannot be a new range because there's no fundamentals backing it. It has to fall down to around this area again. So those who held on to it and didn't sell off, sorry, you may have to hold the bag for a longer time. But you know, these things, they have it has a science, it has its own heart. That's why we have our mentoring program called IMAP, where we over a 1 year period, we teach and show people using real life. So it's like you are doing in real life, using real life events to explain the dynamics of the market. And we believe that by that, at the end of that 1 year, everybody will be able to stand and understand how this market and investment work there. It's not just talk, everything, cryptocurrencies, fixed income, know what is influencing their movement at any point in time. So to join IMAP, you will see the link on the description to the video. Please click it. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Thank you.